Day to you peeps. Lisa there once more. Yep, bringing you the very latest in our new era of bits between the bits. So, let's chat and straight in. So, what has been happening since we were last together? Well, crumbs. So much, as you know. Yeah, we'll get round to all that because there is an awful lot to get through. Probably not all in this particular bits between the bits, but we'll see where we go. And there we go. So, do excuse me. As always, I would like to start with a gratitude. Yes, a huge gratitude to all our new subscribers, all our new friends in this community. Yes, who have subscribed even while I was off channel. So clearly been watching the old videos with the tutorials and what have you. I would just like to say that I am grateful, you know, from the very bottom of my heart, that you decided to stop by, watch these videos, click subscribe, join this community. As I always say, if you're just watching this video, if you're just skipping through, you're still part of this community. Yeah, and it's the community that basically create this channel, not just me. As I often like to say, we learn from each other and we learn along the way. And that's how it works here. Yeah, very simple. And I've learned an awful lot. So, yeah, what's recent then? Well, as you know, I'm now living off-grid, really, up in the mountains in North Wales. I had one heck of a palaver getting Wi-Fi installed and a landline. Yes, had to redo the order about 5 times. That's largely down to geography, I would say. So it's one of those things, but yes, I'm very grateful to the Wi-Fi supplier, because now it means we can continue bringing content to this channel. Now, I don't know about the upload speeds at the moment. I did do a video the other day. I tried to upload it, but a very big storm came in, and 3 hours later it was still struggling to upload, so I abandoned that one. And I thought we would start totally afresh today. Yep. And see how we get on. So hopefully this is going to go on today. We'll soon see. Moving swiftly on. Yes. So yeah, the community that I now live in is a community of handicrafters. You know, handcrafting people. People who create things, artists, builders. One of my neighbours is restoring an old fishing boat. Yeah, which is incredible. I mean, this is the sort of thing I would have watched on YouTube. But now I just look out the window and I see that going on. So that's been entertaining me over the last few weeks while I've been offline, having to walk a quarter of a mile down the road just to get a signal. I do exaggerate, but you need to go to the bottom of the lane. So yeah, in bad weather, that wasn't ideal. But we have Wi-Fi now, so I'm all set up for communication through the Wi-Fi and the landline and various other things. I'll keep it brief. And there it is. Now, we do have a new colleague. Yes, that is my next door neighbour, who, since I arrived here, really did take me under her wing. You know who you are, and thank you very much. No name dropping on this channel. No, I like us all to speak for ourselves. So there it is. But she did take up the gauntlet of learning to play diddley bow. She was looking for cigar box instruments, yeah, online. And as we know, they sell very quickly because they're very beautiful. They're handmade, so they're not mass produced. And yeah, once they're sold, it takes a while to make another one. I'm very much impressed with our new colleague. So yeah, more about her later. I'll ask her to speak for herself if she wishes to. If not, We will see some creations, yes, as now we have opened the Gitty School Workshop. Yeah, the workspace here is incredible. Yeah, we do have a couple of barns, so there's plenty of wood there. My colleague did reveal to me a very handsome stock of wood in one of the barns. Yeah, so hopefully we will be creating a lot of new instruments. Yeah, in the good old-fashioned way, I do believe. Yes, as I say, things happen more slowly here. The pace of life is slightly different because we are very rural up here, surrounded by fields, animals, mountains, and right by the Irish Sea. That's right, on the coast. It's amusing really, I can't get UK radio from my flat, but if I go a mile down the road I can get Irish radio. Yeah, yes, everything priced in euros. Yes, indeed, so there you go, a little bit different from the apartment in Milton Keynes where I used to bring these videos from. Yeah, but that's history, and we are all nicely set up here now. For some quality builds, I do hope. I'm thinking quality, not quantity. So hopefully a few new series, a few more experimental instruments, and that leads me nicely on. Now my colleague, she did introduce me to an amazing instrument which I've never seen before. It is what I would call a cigar box instrument. You may well be familiar with it when I tell you it is called a Stumpf Stick, or a pogo cello, or as I would call it, a Stumpf Stick. Yes, it's kind of like a cross between a diddley bow and a Mongolian fiddle. Yes, and it is a percussion instrument. If you know anything about it, stick it in the comments. Yeah, my neighbour did introduce me to a band called Rant Collective, and they do have a Stumpf Stick player. Amazing band, do check them out. I would advise, absolutely, and an incredible instrument, yes. So I've been bitten by the bug, and I do think that I will be attempting to build one of these very soon. So that's something for the future. Yep. I had to move light, so a lot of the previous build instruments have now gone. I took one or two apart. I gave a few away to my neighbours as souvenirs, yeah, etc. But as I say, that makes way for the new stuff, and I'm very pleased about that. So what remains? Well, we've still got Hemingway, yeah, and here she is, my little beauty. Something of a cross between a mandolin, a diddley bow, and a balalaika, I would say. Oh, thank you. Still have Hemingway. Paco's still here. Yes, he's going to be strong soon. But on the advice of many of us in this community, I did buy some teak oil. We have a very good hardware shop up here in the closest town, which is Carnarvon. Yeah, it's about a 4 or 5 mile bike ride through beautiful scenery. Yes, absolutely. Where there is an absolutely wonderful hardware shop that also does sell wood, the prices are incredible and the quality is good. Yep, so yes, as per my prayer, everything's there, everything we could need. I just thought I'd add that because I think it's lovely how, having got here, there's so much more scope for what we are doing on this channel. Yep. So yes, Lisa Liz, a happy bunny. Absolutely she is. And obviously I cannot play Paco because he's got no strings at the moment. Okay. And I have built a couple of new instruments out of necessity. Absolutely. The first being a diddley bow. As we know, when life gets hectic, what time is it? It is time to go back to your diddley bow. Simplicity and beauty. Need I say any more? So I did cobble together, in fact, a diddley bow, and I'll run you through this one. As you can see, the neck is a very well seasoned broom handle. It has been sat outside in all the wind and rain and sun and snow and hail and what have you for quite a while, I think. Yeah, so I cleaned it up because there was quite a lot of dirt. Just natural elements. And I think the very well seasoned neck does add to a beautiful sound. This little cigar box here I basically used to transport some of my jewellery and some gemstones and what have you. So having served that purpose, I thought now it will serve a greater purpose as we'll make it into a diddley bow. Yeah, very simple. Stick in a box, hose clip for the nut, second hand peg on the back at a slight angle. I had to get it to fit. Yeah. The bridge is a nut and bolt. Used a 50mm hole cutter for the hole, and I don't know if you can actually see, but if you look inside, you will see there is the head there of a bolt. Now that is the resonator device. It also helps to keep the neck in place. Purely experimental. I drilled a hole through the inside of the neck, put the bolt through, and with a washer and a wing nut. Now the wing nut operates as the resonator, as I didn't have get your words out, Liesl, as I did not have any springs to use. We do now because I ordered springs, grommets and rivets for our up and coming builds, and the postie delivered them about 20 minutes ago. So I'm also very grateful to her for bringing them just in time for bits between the bits. So there we go, peeps. Okay, now I do feel that I have waffled on quite a lot. Yeah, we're up to about 13 minutes. So, should we see how this one sounds, shall we? Give it up, Liesl. Sack the diddley bow player. Give it up, Liesl. Sack the diddley bow player. Should we give it one more go? Okay. Here we go. Oh, thank you. Hitting every bum note. Something of a medley there. Yeah. I don't think I'll say any more about that. Okay then, peeps, moving swiftly on. So yeah, really that's about it for this Bits Between the Bits. But we will be on very soon with some very interesting builds. I am definitely interested in sourcing parts for the Stumpf Stick. Yeah, and do check them out. This instrument's absolutely incredible. It's like what they used to call a one-man band extravaganza. So there you go. And there it is. And as ever, peeps, that leaves only for me to say, oh, wherever you are, do stay safe. Whatever you're doing, do stay blessed. And whatever life brings, keep building. Okay then, peeps. I love you all. Bye for now. Ta-ra.